Welcome, Aries, to your August 2023 monthly ethics reading. And this month you have a couple of themes going on. For instance, you're going to be starting the month according to traditional astrologers, and this is not astrology, this is an ethics reading, but according to traditional astrologers, you guys are going to be starting with Venus in retrograde in August. And that's going to be happening in your fifth house, according to them, which is going to deal with kind of children, creative projects, romance. Just regarding that, like romance, you guys are usually. I do personality types, by the way. This being an ethics reading and a natal chart rather than a natal chart, since I'm Daniel Natal. You guys are usually good with Leos and Sagittariuses and Geminis, Aquarius types, those personality types. And as I said, this is usually a composite of personality types. You guys are, according to the Myers-Briggs system, an ESTP, which is like an extrovert, sensing, thinking, perceiving. That would be like your personality type. In the DISC system, which stands for dominance, influence, steadiness, and conscientiousness, you guys would fall under the D, the dominance personality types. In Plato's taxonomy, as you can see back there from my symbol, which is the three levels of Plato, senses-based people, honor-based people, truth-based people. You guys are honor-based people. So you guys are basically like kind of movers and shakers, and you're honorable people, energetic people. And I'm an intuitive person, so we're going to be looking at my handy-dandy ethics cards, and I'm going to shuffle them, and we're going to see if there are any additional messages for you, regarding themes that the universe might want to give you pertaining to my little ethics quotes here. And I'm going to pull three cards out at random, and we are going to see what you drew. And so the first message from the universe is: strong minds discuss ideas, average minds discuss events, and weak minds discuss people. Okay. Now, this almost goes back to what I was saying there, that my symbol, my actionable ethics symbol, is an A and an E, but if you'll notice, there's three levels. And as I said, it pertains to senses-based people at the bottom, according to Plato and the Republic. Honor-based people, are in the middle. That would be like police and politicians, people who crave honor. Truth-based people are at the top, philosophers, scientists, stuff like that. You guys are honor-based, as I said, so you're kind of like in the middle of society. You guys would be there with the soldiers and the cops and stuff like that. Semper Fi, brother. Right, little Daniel? Yes, little Daniel agrees with us. Anyway, so the message from Socrates is, once again, strong minds discuss ideas. That would be like truth-based people. Average minds discuss events. That would be like honor-based people. And weak minds discuss other people, gossip, stuff like that. So it's basically, telling you, don't be a weak-minded person this month. You'll probably be, more focused on events and themes that are happening. So that's good. Let's see what the next message. The next message to you is: the essence of immorality is to make an exception of myself. And that's from Jane Addams. The essence of immorality is to make an exception of myself. Now, this kind of gets to the heart of ethics. Ethics basically exists on the general plane, not the particular, the general. Like Aristotle says that a medical school teaches you general human physiology, right? Like it'll tell you generally people have 5 fingers and 5 toes on each limb. Whereas a doctor deals with particular patients. So he might see a patient who only has 4 fingers because one got taken away by an accident of some sort. And so ethics is that which pertains to the general, the ideal, right? The ideal is the general, just like the medical school is teaching you the ideal human figure. It might have 5 hands archetypally. And so it's saying here, do not make an exception of yourself, because that would be immoral, right? Like Immanuel Kant says that, the philosopher Immanuel Kant, he says that he has something called the categorical imperative. And part of the categorical imperative, an imperative is basically just something I must do, like a law is an imperative. So the categorical imperative, he says, is an act moral? How do you know if an act is moral? And one of the ways, he said, one of the metrics is if everybody did it, how would society work, right? So is lying okay to do? Okay, well, what happened if everybody lied? Is stealing okay? Okay, well, what happened if everybody steals? Society would fall apart. So you have to kind of, mold your behavior accordingly, right? You have to basically try to achieve that ideal. Don't make an exception of yourself, is what this quote by Jane Addams is. The essence of immorality is to make an exception of myself, right? Like everybody else has to be moral, but me, I don't have to be. I get to steal, I get to lie, I get to cheat. The next message to you is cities ought not to be fortified with stones and timbers, but with the strong virtues of their inhabitants. Agesilaus, right? Cities ought not to be fortified with stones and timbers, but with the strong virtues of their inhabitants. So the message there to you is to basically, realize that the ethical basis of your life is what gives true value, right? It imparts true worth and happiness and human dignity. By the way, astrologers will tell you this month too, for you guys Aries, that there is going to be also a Mercury retrograde toward the end of the month, August 23rd, toward I think September 15th, and so there could be communication breakdowns and stuff like that. They're saying, but as for you and your ethical kind of journey, you guys have to remember to kind of keep a stiff upper lip, keep soldiering forth. Keep tied not just to your dreams and goals, but to your values, because your values are your dreams and goals. And with that, you guys are probably going to have a really kind of cool, interesting August, and I wish you well. So I'll see you next time. And remember to hit the like and subscribe buttons if you want some extra personal ethics coaching as well. If you have an issue, you can set up a Zoom meeting with me, and you can press the button below there, pick what calendar date and time that you want, and you can hash over whatever thorny moral dilemmas that you might be facing. Also, check out my Ethics Fundamentals course. The links are below, and I'll catch you next time.
The world is suffering from a moral decline. We've been lurching from one crisis after another due to a lack of ethics in society. You can do your part now by considering ordering my Ethics Fundamentals courses for your children, or if you're a small business owner, using them as part of your onboarding process for new employees. Employees these days have horrible soft skills. Help them out by teaching them ethics. Businesses lose 7% in revenue due to employee theft. Train a more ethical workforce and save some of that money. According to the Ethics Center in Australia, a 10% increase in ethical behavior is associated with an increase of 2.7 to 6.6% in individual wages. Implementing ethical structures makes your company more investable as well. Make ethics a part of your business processes, or if you're a parent, part of your homeschooling curriculum. Go to www.actionableethics.com and press the button to order the course. Actionableethics.com. Order now.